Hey, what's up there? My name is Mugi or Mugiwara. Today we're going to be talking about music. Now, a lot of people might not agree with everything I have to say, and I think it's important that you know that I've never taken music theory, nor do I really know that much about music as a whole, other than what I enjoy. With that being said, here are my personal opinions, and I kind of believe these to be very true. And I feel like if you don't agree, you're probably a piece of shit. And I think you'll understand why I say this in the next few moments. So before you get all mad and start typing a comment up, please watch this video and then do that thing. And if you agree with any of these opinions and you would like to hear more of my hot takes in the future, please consider pressing that subscribe button. That being said, let's start the video. So the first topic I wanted to talk about was new versus old music. And I think a lot of people might agree with this one. It doesn't matter. I think a lot of you old people that come onto new music and start bitching that it's not the same sound as when I was growing up. No one fucking cares, and your opinion is utter trash. And I also think that if you're one of those old, or if you're one of these new young children going on old songs and being like, this doesn't sound as good as Billie Eilish, or what? I'm sorry, Billie Eilish, whatever her last name is. Fuck you too, and you should probably go to your mom and apologize for being a little piece of shit. And this is why I say this: old music, regardless of genre. I'm going to talk about rock because I'm really into rock at the moment. Old music has a distinct sound where I feel like it's a little bit more pure. And I think that's why a lot of these old guys are like considering themselves to be a purist of, like, let's say rock. And I think that's wrong because I feel like a lot of these artists would do the exact same thing that these new artists are doing in this modern day because it sounds better in a lot of ways, worse in some, but it is kind of the general feel that most people kind of expect, and it allows them to kind of grow. Now, hear me out. For example, if we took, let's say, a band like Led Zeppelin or the Beatles, right? And let's say we take Avenged Sevenfold or Asking Alexandria, you'll understand what I'm talking about these bands in a minute. They sound vastly different. And you can tell that the guitar and the vocals are a lot more clean. Granted, not the quality because it's older and they didn't have as high-tech microphones, but there's a lot cleaner vocals and less you could do with guitars at the moment because you didn't have all these crazy preamps and things like that. But the music is still equally good because you can sing along and enjoy the vocals, but you can also still hear the guitar, you can hear the drums, you can hear the bass, you can hear everything kind of going on. And that's what makes this music fun. But at the same time, this newer generation have just been able to tune these guitars to sound brutal and to tear their vocals in a good way, obviously. And that's why people love them. But no matter which side you choose, both of them are good for equal reasons, and there's no reason for you to be shitting on new rock saying that it's not what rock is. That's wrong. Music is about evolving. Everything evolves. The level of skill that people have nowadays with art is vastly different from the stuff that became famous, like the Mona Lisa. But that's not to say the Mona Lisa sucks. It's clearly something that's going to be passed on for generations and generations, be well taken care of because it means something to a lot of people. It was, for its time, one of the best pieces of art, but we still have new artists like Banksy and things like that where people obviously like and enjoy it to probably an equal, if not more amount, but there might be a little bit more of it going around because obviously there's not a finite amount of it. That being said, my next topic is going to be fans that go apeshit over a artist like changing up their style a slight bit, maybe even a lot of bit, because there's going to be one band I'm going to mention and that you guys might kind of understand. For example, Bring Me the Horizon. They kind of went from their rock thing to more of like a pop thing, I would say. But at the same time, I feel like the general sound that a lot of fans wanted was still there, just different. And it's not bad. Music is about changing and evolving. And if it is, let's say, your favorite band, you're probably going to support the artist or learn to enjoy it regardless, because I feel like regardless of what an artist or band does, it still retains a little bit of the originality that you kind of expect to hear, whether that be the vocals sounding similar or something that they do with the instruments. But overall, if you're really a fan, you're gonna enjoy the new stuff regardless. Or you might be critical of it at first, but you might learn to love it. And you're learning to love it because it is somebody or something or a band that you enjoy. That brings me to Avenged Sevenfold and Asking Alexandria. I know that they kind of have shifted from not screaming as much, and some fans aren't the biggest fan of that. While I understand, again, they are their own people, they are their own band, and if they think that that's the correct creative decision for them, I don't think that you're in any position to talk about what you want unless it's a specific sound or technique you'd like to be implemented in one song or something like that. That being said, they obviously are getting their money from the mass amount of followers. So I do think that there is a little bit that they should be doing to please their audiences. But at the same time, a band is not one person. Transition on to the final subject, which is going to be, we're going to be talking about FilthyFrank in specific and the whole Joji thing. I don't think people should be as annoying about, we want FilthyFrank back, we want Pink Guy back, we don't want Joji. I don't think that that should be as much of a thing as it is. However, I will say this, FilthyFrank / Pink Guy were a large portion of a lot of people's lives, mine included. And so I won't say I don't want Joji, because if that is that man's creative outlet and that is something that he truly enjoys, I 110% as a fan want to choose to support it and stand by it. However, if for whatever reason somebody clips this or something happens and he sees just a fragment of this video, I understand that you want to be Joji and I understand that that is who you are now. But please, whenever you have a spare moment of time, just for the sake of pleasing these older fans, like if it's right after nutting, bro, just spit a little bit of funny gumbo jumbo onto a beat and release it for us. Just give us a glimpse of the ha-has that we grew up with. But overall, good job on all your Joji stuff. I think Glimpse of Us and Yukon have been generally really good from what I've listened to on the latest album. That being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you agreed with this. If you didn't, then shit. I mean, let me know what I did wrong in here. That being said, I want to say my English is not the best, as you guys might have noticed from the stuttering and the burping and the whatever I was doing. So if there is something that you think we could debate on, or we might be able to find like some sort of similar / common ground, or maybe you just want to debate, leave something in the comments down below. I genuinely kind of like talking to people, and I like debating with people even more. I might be slightly wrong, but I might be slightly right, and maybe you want to point out what you liked and didn't like. So that being said, love you guys. Till the next one. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a dislike, because while you guys can't see dislikes, I can still see them, and I'd like to know if maybe you didn't like this vibe. Maybe you don't like that I cursed as much as I did. Maybe you don't like whatever. So leave me some feedback. I'm trying to get back into making videos, and whatever you can do to help would be great. All right, for real now. Love you guys.